Okay, fifth graders, here we go again, talking about the genre fantasy, and we're going to focus today on the quest, what quest the character has taken. So I want you to think as we are talking, and usually when there's a quest, that means that the character has this desire or really wants to do something, is not happy about something, wants to change something. So I want you to think, okay, what is this character wanting to be different? Okay, so let's read again. Last time with Princess Frog by Enid Richmond, illustrated by Galia Bernstein. Here we go. A princess. Oh, sorry, I was reading the little excerpt here. It says, the princess, bored with her princess duties and fancy clothes, longs for freedom and adventure. Okay, so let's start the book. Princess Frog. Princess Miranda was tired of being a princess. She was tired of dressing up. She was sick of crown and jewels. You have to wear them, said the queen, because you're a princess. One day, she went to see her godmother, who was a witch. Turn me into something different, she begged. So Miranda's godmother turned her into a frog. I look so happy. Miranda liked being a frog. She liked floating on lily pads and leaping through the leaves and catching flies. One evening, she leaped into a park where a young gardener was working. Look at that frog, the gardener said to his friend. Let's catch it and keep it in the lily pond. The next morning, the gardener went to look at his very own frog. Miranda was leaping around. The gardener laughed. If I found a girl as funny as you, I might even marry her, he joked. Take me home, croaked Miranda. A frog that speaks? Said the gardener, surprised. So the gardener took Miranda back to his cottage, and she sat beside him in a bowl. If you give me a kiss, said Miranda, I might even turn into a princess. I don't kiss frogs, said the gardener, but he did it anyway. Suddenly, a pretty girl stood right beside him, and he fell deeply in love. Princess Frog, will you marry me? He said. But Miranda wasn't quite sure. No more dressing up? She asked. The gardener laughed. Jeans and... you fill in the blank. Jeans and what do you use in a garden? Jeans and t-shirt? Maybe? No more crowns, said Miranda. They give me such a headache. The gardener laughed. No crowns here, he said. And I'll need to keep leaping, Miranda added. I'll build you a trampoline, promised the gardener. Okay, said Miranda. If I don't have to dress like a princess, I will marry you. And so they were married, though the queen did not approve of Miranda's wedding outfit. Looks very comfortable, doesn't she? I like that. And, of course, they lived happily ever after. There's the gardener cutting back his plants, and here's Princess Miranda jumping on her trampoline. But every once in a while, Miranda slipped back into her frog skin and floated happily on a lily pad in the pond. The end. Okay, what's the quest? What was it that Princess Miranda was desiring to do differently? What did she not like? She did not like being a princess and wearing all the princess stuff, did she? So she desired to be rid of the princess things and have more freedom. Like, remember when she turned into a frog, she was jumping up and down and just so happy. Let's see where that went. When she was a frog, Yeah, there she is, jumping around, just free as can be. She was very happy, wasn't she? Yep, that's right. That's kind of what the prince, or what the gardener liked, that she was kind of free and could do what she wanted and was happy. So that was her quest, to find a way to be happy. Did she do it? Yeah, she did. She married him only when he agreed that it was okay for her to be the way she wanted to be. It was okay for her to jump. It was okay for her not to wear a crown and not wear a dress and all of those things. So she was happy. Now, think about this. We know the quest was for her to be free of all this princess stuff. Now, think about what's going to happen next. Now, I have a feeling this is a foreshadowing, which means it's telling something will be happening. What do you think? That godmother is there, and there's her wand. That's her wand. She's going to change somebody or something. What do you predict? What do you think could happen that we don't know about yet, that might be in the next book? What do you think? What could be the future for the Princess Frog? Because right now she's changing back and forth between princess, without the crown, without the dress, and a frog. What do you think? So that's something that you can think about, and your assignment for your classroom will be talking about what you predict will happen. So think about that. What do you think will be happening in the next part of this book? Okay? All right. Do your best.